All right, gang, Jesse here at EC Auto Repair. And so one of the things that can come up is, why do I need an alignment? What does an alignment mean? That's a great question. Walk you through the process here just a little bit. This truck was actually sideswiped the other day. We've had it over at the insurance, or at the body shop, my affiliate body shop, and so they basically rebuilt this whole passenger side of this vehicle. But this thing got hit pretty hard on the side and it completely knocked the alignment out. So when we put it on the machine, it's going to measure how much the wheels and the tires are towed in, how much they sit forward and backward. So, and those are called camber and cast. Okay, and so a couple different positions. I'm not even going to pretend to be an alignment expert, but I'm gonna tell you some things that you'll know for sure to know how your alignment is out. So, for instance, one of the ways that you'll know is if your vehicle is pulling to one way or the other. Like if it's pulling to the right or pulling to the left, then there's going to be something going on with your alignment. Also, the other way to know is to check for uneven tire wear. If you got one tire that's wearing out more than the others, then there's something going on there. Or if one side of a tire is wearing out faster than another, then there's something going on there. So in this particular one, he's actually installing a camber kit. It goes here, and you can see that the way these are designed, we got some ears that are welded on from the factory right here, and we see that this washer is not in the center, it's on the side. It's an oblong bolt. This bolt also has shoulders. There has some other things. This one that we're replacing is a different kit. It's got different measurements, but basically what we're going to do is we'll put it in here and we turn it, and it kicks this lower control arm out or in depending on how much that this tire needs to move. That's one adjustment. There's another adjustment up here on the very top on the upper control arm, and you know, that more often than not catches a majority of those. There's also adjustments right here on the tie rod ends. You can see he's got it loose because it just came off the alignment rack. That was trying very hard to get it to align, and it would not go into spec, and so that's when we had to come in and replace these. And this has been quite a challenge. They've had to heat this one up. If you come over here, this one here, they had to get like a 6-foot cheater pipe on it to even get it to turn. They've put heat on it, trying to hammer it out. It's just not wanting to play fair. So yeah, that's some of the challenges that we run into, especially from vehicles up north. They get a lot of rust in them, so he'll get it out, but it's going to take some pretty hard work today to get that to happen. But that's what needs to happen. We got additional adjustments. So here's the front of your control arm. This is your control arm. So this is what holds your tire on the bottom. This is your ball joint right here. So I was in Dallas the other day. I was driving down the road, and I seen a pickup just parked right in the middle of the street, and the tire fell off of it. It's all cocked up. In fact, it's cocked up into the fender. But what had happened, what causes that is whenever this piece of metal, that's a ball and socket, almost like your hip bone and your hip, or your shoulder and your shoulder socket. It's very similar setup right here with the ball joints, right? So whenever that has excessive play or excessive wear, it can actually allow that tire to pop up, and that's a drastic day whenever that happens. See it happen occasionally, especially on the wrecker. So just a couple of things to be mindful of. Hope this helps. I'll see you in the next one.